Okay, we're visiting here today with John Curtis, linebacker, defensive end, Mikey Corcoran, and we're talking about the Patriots' fine 3-0 start in their upcoming game against the Karr Cougars. Mike, one of the things I wanted to ask you about was how this team has fared in light of, prior to the season, outside observers maybe had some misgivings about how good of a Curtis team this would be compared to your predecessors. But to date, you guys have answered the bell. You're 3-0 with three impressive victories, one of which was a big win against Lufkin, Texas, which was the number 2 ranked 5A school in Texas at the time. So you guys had different ideas about how good of a team y'all were going to be.
Yeah, coming in the season, we lost a lot of starters from the previous year, and as a team, we worked out early, during the summer, hard. We did all the 7-on-7s. We pushed each other. But the main thing we have on this team is a positive attitude. We aren't looking like when we first started the season. We weren't looking at the Karr game, St. Aug game, or Lufkin game. We were looking to get better each and every day as not only players but as a team.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you can expand on that if you want. I did not mean to interrupt you.
That's it.
Okay. Well, how about in terms of what have been in this team's strengths you feel like to this point that have kind of paved the way for y'all 3-0 start?
I think we got 2 awesome running backs, Dante Jones and Devon Ben. They're hell of running backs. They're not big at all, but they make up for it. Miles is an excellent quarterback. He's really not the quarterback, but he's stepping in and doing a really good job. And then not only run, we got a good pass game. We got Jacob Bordelon and Travis O'Connor's out there at wide receiver that could do a hell of a job catching the ball. And on the defensive side, we got about 4 return defensive starters. Me, Marshall Wallace, Hunter Dale, and Arvin Huff. I think we bring leadership to the defense, and we don't have easy practices every day. We're not mean to everybody, but we get on people if we see people lacking, not only on the field but off the field, like say in the weight room. We all make sure people work out and stuff.
Has anything about this season from a Curtis perspective regarding Curtis's team surprised you guys? I mean, have y'all surprised yourselves in any kind of way?
Not exactly. I knew since day one of camp or spring that we were going to do good things because the group of guys we have right now have awesome work ethics, and I knew that we will, succeed on the field and off the field with good decisions we make. And I think every year I start since freshman year, I think to myself, we're gonna go have an undefeated season. That's all. That's how I see it. I want to win a state championship every December, and probably win a national championship too.
How about the Karr Cougars? What kind of problems do they present this week?
They're a good team. They got a lot of athletes on his team. Their quarterback's a sophomore, but I'm not going to look down on him because he does have a hell of an arm. They got good running backs, and they have a nice defensive line. They always got good size on defense. And despite losing Speedy Noel and Kenny Irons, I think we could stop this Karr offense. Like talking about a defense perspective, and it's going to be a positive outcome on Curtis' side of the ball.
How about last year the little trifecta of you guys, Karr and St. Aug playing a round robin against one another was referred to as the trilogy, and was ballyhooed. All 3 teams were nationally ranked at some point early last season. And while you guys are still nationally ranked, for the St. Aug and Karr, that has not been the case. Does that take any of the luster off of these seemingly attractive pairings?
Definitely not, because they're gonna come to play. They're not gonna come that we lost Speedy, we lost Leonard Fournette. we're not going to play. These guys are going to, I know they're practicing really hard, and like so are we, to, try to beat us. I mean, a lot of people do want to beat John Curtis football. So what we're going to do is we're not going to sleep on them like we would against East St. John. We heard East St. John lost against Rummel 39-0. So we're still practicing hard regardless if we beat Lufkin, Texas, or the #1 team in the nation. We're still going to practice hard every week, and we're not going to see these teams as bad. We're going to see these teams as the #1 team in Louisiana.